He was born the son of a big band drummer named James Forbes Chapin and a loving mother named Elizabeth Erica Chapin. Harry was the second of 7 brothers and sisters living in a cramped house in Greenwich Village, New York City. In the early 50s, Harry Chapin's parents split up and Harry's mother got custody of the children, but Harry still wanted to follow in his father's footsteps and become part of a band. Harry went on to the Brooklyn Technical High School, an all-male school where he sang in the choir with his brothers. Harry tried these instruments, first the trumpet, then the banjo, and later settling on the guitar at the age of 12. Harry and his 2 brothers formed a band called Chapin Music, which they made 1 record, and then the Vietnam War started. They went back to school, so they were less likely of a chance to be drafted. Harry Chapin went on to the Cornell University, where he dropped out of philosophy and architecture department. Then Harry went on to the Air Force Academy for 1 year, later giving up after the war had ended. Harry, after a time, started to teach guitar lessons in his apartment in Brooklyn, New York, where he met Sandra Cashmore, who was unhappily married at the time with 3 children. After her divorce, she and Harry got married. In 1971, he decided to give music another chance and recruited a backing band through an ad in the Village Once. The respondents included bassist John Wallace, guitarist Ron Palmer, and soloist Tim Scott. The group began performing in various clubs around New York City and within a year landed a deal with Elektra Records. Harry Chapin's first album, Heads and Tails, was released in the summer of 1972. The album became an instant hit thanks to the success of his 6-minute single, Taxi, which would become Harry Chapin's signature tune, followed by I Want to Learn a Love Song, which he wrote about him meeting his wife. After recording his first album, Verities and Balderdash, Harry Chapin stopped touring the United States and disbanded his band to begin work on his musical, The Night That Made America Famous, with his former bassist John Wallace, guitarist Doug Walker, and drummer Howie Fields, and Chapin's brothers Tom, Steve, and Jim. The Night That Made America Famous opened on February 26, 1975, and closed on April 6, 1975, after only 75 performances. Despite its short run, the show would earn 2 Tony nominations. While he was working on his musical, his album Verities and Balderdash caught on and became his biggest hit. The album peaked at number 4 on the U.S. charts and became a gold record, thanks to the number 1 single, Cats in the Cradle, a song about an inconsiderate, career-oriented father that was based on his poem written by his wife, Sandy. In the fall of 1975, he released Portraits of Gallery as a follow-up to Verities and Balderdash. While the album performed respectively, peaking at number 53, it failed to recapture the mass audience of his previous album. Greatest Stories Live, a double album released in the spring of 1976, became Harry Chapin's second gold album, peaking at number 48. Chapin was becoming more politically active throughout 1976 as a delegate at the Summer's Democratic Convention. Acting clearly desperate in 1980, he switched labels to a small boardwalk company and recorded an album called Sequel. This title track was the story's sequel to his first hit, Taxi, which gave him his final U.S. top 30 entry. Harry Chapin was a strong believer in abolishing world hunger since he was a kid. During Harry's lifetime, he contributed over $5 million to world hunger by donating 75% of his profits to world hunger. Also, Harry co-founded an organization, Bill Ayers, in 1975 that helped to abolish world hunger, called World Hunger Year, or Y. Y brought in $350,000 in his first year. Y has helped found other organizations in New York, like the New York Hunger Hotline, which was founded in 1978, which has helped more than 1 million people receive emergency food that has been an inspiration to the creation of hundreds of food pantries and soup kitchens in New York City. Long Island Cares, which Y started up in 1982, was one of the first suburban food banks and has distributed millions of pounds of food to the people of Long Island. The Center for Food Policy in New Jersey, which Y founded in 1978, coordinates food policies for the whole state of New Jersey and affects the lives of hundreds of thousands of hungry people each year. These are some of the organizations that Y founded or helped found. On July 16, 1981, just after noon, Harry was driving on the Long Island Expressway in the left-hand fast lane at about 65 miles an hour. For some unknown reason, either because of engine failure or some physical problem thought to be a possible heart attack, he put on his emergency flashers near exit 40 in Jericho, New York. He then slowed down to about 15 miles an hour and veered into the center lane, nearly colliding with another car. He swerved back left and then right again, and this time went in directly in front of a tractor-trailer truck. The truck could not brake in time, rammed into the rear of Harry's blue 1975 Volkswagen Rabbit, rupturing the gas tank and causing it to burst into flames. The driver of the truck and another passerby were able to get Harry out of the burning car through a window, cutting his seatbelts. Before the car was completely engulfed, he was taken by a police helicopter to a hospital, where 10 doctors tried for 30 minutes to revive him. A spokesman for the Nassau County Medical Center said that Harry had suffered a massive heart attack and died of cardiac arrest. There is no way of knowing whether it occurred before or after the accident. Harry Chapin was just 38 years old. Even though Harry's driver's license was revoked at the time for a long stream of traffic violations, his wife Sandy did win a $12 million decision in a negligence suit against truck owners. A memorial fund was established in his name following his death, with Electro Records providing the initial donation of $10,000. Over the year, the fund has raised an estimated $5 million from anti-hunger groups and other charities he supported. On December 7, 1987, Harry Chapin's family was given the Congressional Gold Medal for remembrance of Harry Chapin's dream and work to abolish world hunger. Harry Chapin is buried close to his hometown in Greenwich Village, New York, in the Huntington Royal Cemetery. On Harry Chapin's memorial stone is engraved with the phrase from one of his songs called "I Want to Learn a Love Song." This is the engraving. Oh, if a man tried to take his time on earth and prove before he died what one man's life could be worth, well, I wonder what would happen to this world. Harry Chapin fits into the theme compromise and conflict because he has work and dream to abolish world hunger.